Okay, Pambulem, I bring warmest of greetings to you now from the TNN TV podcast. My name is Prince Emil Kroma, and once again, I'm live tonight with a very special friend and a brother. I'm a friend to the platform. Whenever you call on him, he's one of the most informed guests, one of the most in-demand guests, and he's been like this for quite a while, and not for nothing. And I'm sure he's a great fellow for listening to because he never, fail for deliver. Obviously, there are so many things ongoing in the country from what we only talk about 8 years now up to this day. The thing about media, you never go out of news because every day brings its own. And right now one of the trending issues in the country, and we need to do one because it's the trend per se, because the issue at hand here is one we very seriously want the attention of all Sierra Leoneans then. We're concerned about their country, the future of their country. This is very important. And I guess now that issue, my guest tonight, I don't have any doubt that we all go don't know him by now. But for them, one day we don't know him, I will allow himself for introduce himself quickly.
I want to say, I will say, from a second, we corrinuto, fambule mina cabo, plenty kushetena. But waiting a leg pass all at the mighty Limba. You know, say Limba when they say L, it mean liberated. I, indigenous. B, benevolent. M, magnificent. M, B, brave. Assembly. I respect them and I believe in who that them be. Then you tell her do is so unique. Then say Monday. What's in that mean? Now question. Monday, that's the one for know if Monday really they salo. If Monday wanna say yes, wanna answer we. Because it look like for say Monday missing a salon because things then they happen. We Monday supposed for take them place and act accordingly based on the fact say we can't get on to sack us. All man just to do all kind of don't get damn. Now a country we get constitution, a constitutional democracy. In a constitutional democracy, you get forget the rule of law, where you work for all. We get equal opportunities, where people and feel say they're not freeborn. And the law a day for guide them and a day for protect them. But rather now the law then they use for penalize people and punish people unfairly. So when Limbaman say Monday, I really resonate to that. Monday day with them, una Canada.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Imran Turay. Let me just get down to business. And Fambulan, just a quick information. After we don't distribute the flyer, them few people call and say, "Boy, it go fine for Levuna take in 1 or 2 calls." Yeah. And because again the show a public show and a very interactive show, we decide for say yes to that. But it not been done at the advert itself, the initial flyer we'll put out. So they expect a few calls, and if you want for call, we go open the line shortly and we will announce them when we're ready for do the call. If we look at the bottom screen now, we go see the number they will supposed for call. But when we're ready, we will declare that the lines are open. We've been planned for doing 25-30 minutes into the show, but I think we start about 10 minutes late. So we'll do about 8:40 or 8:30 at least, because we want to let people participate. Okay. So like I mean, they say again, this is a very serious issue where they go on in the country. And for a while, it concern the people where we task with the responsibility for govern a country, whose business is to provide the wherewithal and security and well-being for the citizens them whom they ask, like my brother Imran can say, for borrow their vote so that they go do the welfare or the business of the people. But 7 years on, we all know what the situation is. What is heart-rending is the same people that are tasked with the responsibility of taking the people to higher heights, developing the masses of the people. They are sort of like poking or making fun of the people by being very destructive, being very, somehow either one they dance or they pull hints, who's angry, they people they know how they get woke and things that they go right in about 10, 15, 20% out of a percentage of 100. Can you imagine that? So the rest, they're at the poverty line and things are not getting any better. And the situation every day where they see drama. So this situation centered today around what happened in Parliament a week or 2 ago. And also very central to the First Lady, who has been in the eye of the storm for quite a long time, but it looked like saying something where even they enjoy. Because to be honest, I say this respectfully, that she loves the drama in the eyes of the people, and because it come up from a background of acting, so it always in a theme and the talk. But traditionally, I no need for be traditional. This is not to the role of a First Lady. So there is a few things that we want to talk about today. So the main one here is something we come out where they say Koko Roas. So before we go in depth into this entire thing, we will probably take an hour, 30 minutes. Imran,
Yes, sir.
if you can just broke down for we waiting actually in a Koko Roas, this sensational thing will cause all this problem, which is trending in media about Koko Roas and whose attachment we get to the First Lady on the day where people are happen for seeing them, and it seems for have a connection to the First Lady where it appear not for like very much.
The word, the phrase itself, now an idiom. For say usually idioms and a phrase, and the interpreter literally, it gets a deeper meaning than waiting it seem for be, because Koko Roas being an idiom, just like English language, Creole gets its own rules. It gets its own rules, its own linguistic rules. It gets its own order. It gets its own classifications. So just like English, like when you talk English, you tell person say you are beating around the bush. Now idiomatic expression that, but you not get nothing for do with the bush. You not get nothing for do with forest. All you say is go straight to the point. Now the same way you use the word Koko Roas. Koko Roas, before I talk about that, I want to make a clear classification. I say now idiomatic expression in Creole, because just like English, now a phrase, whereas I say not get a literary meaning, you cannot explain them literally. You get a lot of words them way the synonyms to Koko Roas. Then say now idiomatic expression, like for instance, say, bra, you braid butter. You foot day up.
Yeah.
You get silver spoon, you mouth. You get soup, you sapo. They all get that same meaning. That means to say you are privileged. You get how you call them, you na person where they live ready-made life. You they have them easy. you know, you get how for put them also, you dey live fatty. Everything is hunky-dory. You're just cruising, you know. So, but in the song in question, the artist, Dr. Olo, a depiction of Koko Roas. In that case, where you married, now we culture, every woman is expected to be married. And when woman married, it bring joy, it bring happiness. So when you married, you Koko Roas. And you know, say the genre of the song, na gumbe, na they can play, na wedding them, they can play them na waking, but mostly they can play them na weddings. So when they say you Koko Roas, that means to say, you know, you don't get luck, you don't pull a man. Like in Fatima, a case, not a just ordinary man, a president, the head of state, the first gentleman of the country. So you Koko Roas. But the song in depiction, it a talk about somebody where they in privileged position, but they neglect its duties. Now the home front. You know, they pay attention in irresponsibilities, in negligence in a role, because na person we bizarre body, na person we kongusa, I always de pantin them will not concern a home. So na Spy Jackson, I de pan other people in business to an extent, it neglect in yon cocoa na fire. Te the cocoa end up for born because a not the game, the due attention. Because in Creole, when you say something roast, that's it cook well. Like for instance, you dairy roast chicken, roast plantain, roast cassada, roast breadfruit. So when something roast, it get golden brown. That's something where you pay attention for make sure say it reach just that, you know, just right. But in your own case, because you know they pay attention, it do pass roasting, it burn a fire because you know they give due attention.
So now the question that everyone asks bring, and it seems like now you been go, which is with all which you don't explain, so which make absolute sense and an idiomatic expression, but was used, I don't know whether not that idiomatic way they for mean something else in the context in which it was used. But in any case, why make it take offense to the song when they sing? Why it take offense to the song?
You know, say there is a parable we talk for say now Uda play with Pupuna in the smelly hand.
Oh dear.
You know the things them way he do. Because when he can have power, when a man just can have power, it talk say it roast man them private parts, na grill. It talk but say then go do waiting and they call waiting to be say self they do.
Courtman, the business, then private parts.
Then he said then go do one other thing they will be talk where that be
the very beginning.
Na vigilante the no go do.
He say like mob justice.
Mob justice,
like
exactly.
Mob justice
They go do mob
like
justice people. That is not for anybody will law abiding for say. Because when you say that, you they incite violence and you position now one way now ceremonial position, and besides all the people that were on there before you, like the first prime minister of the country, Samuel Magai, where happened for marry the British white woman. Then they call her Lady Magai. The other Magai, when I be the second prime minister, a website they call her Lady Magai. But Mami Rebecca, being a conservative Sierra Leonean woman, he rather go for the Sierra Leonean equivalent of being called a lady. So they call her Mami Stevens.
Yeah.
You know, Mami Rebecca. So naturally, Fatima for don't be a lady. But unfortunately, you know, we expectations sometimes, you know, go force sporting for B with no one for B. I don't think she has the ability to be waiting and what is expected of her in that role, because a lady is a woman. Every lady is a woman, but not every woman is a lady.
Yeah.
When you are a lady, you get certain behavior that is expected of you. You get etiquette. You understand etiquette. In fact, now England, I have people and they go for etiquette training and they pay a lot of money. for make them get that kind of training there. You get to know when to talk, how to talk, when to engage and when not to engage. Basically, then they teach you about emotional intelligence, you know, and you have to be very refined, seasoned in the society. So if you go team up na jama, you go talk but roasting people and genitalia, that is illegal. You cannot
this
do
is
that.
the first lady, yeah.
And you are the first lady. But the other thing about the whole thing is this woman not get any constitutional relevance.
So now
It not get any parliamentary relevance.
Now I want to come to Imran because we get few things then for cover, so we'll open the line quickly, let people and contribute. So whilst you seem for don't preempt the direction where they go again once more, let me just ask you these states that you can continue with no constitutional relevance and etc., which is part of this unconstitutionality. I would think is the title where I don't know that bequeath that title lay on which is Her Excellency. Is it something that she's entitled to constitutionally?
No, she's not.
Yeah,
no, she's not.
So what is it really? Waiting to go on because now title where they can put there, including people them way, you know, where you expect better off, you know, is seen for the gear and the title, Doctor, Her Excellency, Her Majesty. Some even call her Majesty.
Well, to be honest, Sierra Leone don't turn to a circus, and it's very painful for to see things like that, because the British people are what they try for emulate, what they try for copy. Would they see what's in the happen here? You know, the woman not get any parliamentary function or relevance, and not get any constitutional function or relevance. She's just the presidential consort. What's in that name mean? Now the presidency companion, now he wife. Besides that, she has nothing to do. But just like the husband and the first gentleman of the country, by virtue of a position, being the woman we married to the president, she is also the first Kumbrana of the country. She is the first housewife in the country. That's her role. So if the president they go na very special occasion, and if you're a married person, then they say Mr. and Mrs. So they're all two for come together. I don't see why they should have given her any special entrance, because one, it is against the sanctity of marriage or the institution of marriage, because when you are married with somebody, when you make entrance, even the King Charles, when they enter with the wife, because the wife na consort, and they all two they come inside together. You know, but for make them allow and for make it gets a special entrance, people and team up for them, that should not happen. Not at all. Because she has no parliamentary relevance. It not get any parliamentary function. The only thing where it can for do they now for support your husband. And even that, she should be seen and not heard.
Yes, Imran, I want to open the line shortly, but I want to touch again on this issue, because that's directly where Usa Abinigo in terms of waiting actually happen inside parliament, waiting trigger whatever that happened there, because a lot of people go agree with you. This ceremony in a parliament imply the first lady and the first gentleman, His Excellency, who was elected, go enter parliament majestically. You did by the side of your husband for support him, while your husband they carry this heavy load of a nationhood in chest. But unane they come inside one by one. Protocol does not even dictate that.
No,
so again, if you can, yes, sir. So if you can just broaden that scope, paint with a white brush for let we understand all these etiquettes we're supposed for play protocols. A first lady, His Excellency. What's exactly going on?
If only she had made the grand entrance with her husband, I don't think she would have suffered what she suffered. But again, the situation also, now one way, it looks like people are fed up with it's daring, the girl daring, the girl mere, the mere don't too pass mark and people are don't fed up, because just recently we get Minister of Mines, we get Minister of Trade, we get Minister of Labor, we get union them and all of that. They go poke in nose something when it's a business. That's the the mining saga. Exactly. She, get any function in that thing there. To an extent, a go call people where a own husband pick
dogs.
So
that was very degrading, disgusting.
It is. But again, when you look at the whole thing, it just come back to waiting. I don't see at this platform many a times and other platform them. You see, we country don't reach a point where people are not defend what is right anymore.
Yeah.
Rather than they defend who that they lack, who that they fumble to, who that they connected with, or who that they benefit from. And that don't really wreck the country to the level where we did so now. Because you see, where this woman started, if we defend what is right, everybody, including SLPP, they're not going to be partisan. They're going to say, Sierra Leone is a conservative society. This kind of behavior, it is unheard of. It is unknown. We are not going to tolerate it. It should stop now. In as much as we are SLPP, they want to be APC, she should not say those things she said. She should have been challenged and reprimanded. Because by rights, even the police should have arrested her. Because if Namibi says something like that, or you say something like that, they will not invite you in a police. But she is able to talk about mob justice and get away with it. So you don't use for get away with murder. But you don't use for do them. So you don't make them a practice. Like for instance, there is a Timni proverb where say, Ben komo and komo mpoloko munomo de rule. That means to say if you picking where you born, you crown and chief. When you not get subject for lead, now you go can rule. And likewise, there is another one where you born you picking. You encourage them for FITI other adults them. Where you don't specialize, now you they can do teaching practice span. So now this is exactly what they happen. This woman, we don't go really out of hand. It don't misuse APC. It don't misuse other people. But we can't depend on this political tribalism. You know APC, me na SLPP. If they do unto APC, that's fair game.
Yeah.
But now, APC don't become so weak that it not get APC again for faith. So now it don't turn the gun per young people them.
Yeah.
And now it don't call a dog. It call the names now. And it go na by elections them. It go talk about say I talk am, I do am. Broke the law willy-nilly without any fear or respect of the law. So now young people they don't see now now it don't jammy cartona paper bag. We not take that anymore. And all of a sudden the very people that will be the cheer for them will be the cause APC. Now they stab and back. You remember where you read Julius Caesar? What he kill Caesar, not to the other stab they wouldn't stab him. Now when your best party stab him, he said it turned to Brutus. So now the same scenario we get now. Now where SLPP then they stab him now in Monaram because now they be the cheer him on. Now
and inside your oath.
Yes. Say which man, not they come from bad which man inside OCD. So it gets access to you. So it know how to hurt you. So now she's feeling the pinches off. What if you don't do to other people? What goes around comes around.
Absolutely, Imran. With all of this way they happen, and just like you explain them, which makes absolute sense. I mean, to many people, including myself, the question one want to ask you is: this woman married to the first gentleman. We tend for forgive or it appear like say we forgive the first gentleman, like say when you get ranker inside your house. You know how for better put them kind of phrases there, but I just did try. When you get ranker inside your house, then get some man then way weak, so then can forgive the man and say, well, you man, I ain't ready to assist and this and that. But this is not nation. It's a nation. And some of the things, with me they observe, it seems like there's a complicity. And there is a design sometimes for distract people and from the main things where they go on. So to me, it will look like the husband is fully aware, because you know what tell me say they come on under the same roof, the same bedroom, the same house, knowing what protocol is, and you allow the woman for drive inside different car, you know, you go before on waiting the woman apparently call a husband in day, but you decide for make side attraction on the day. So I want for believe, and I want to ask you if you believe the same, that the president, if you're not aware of all the drama they are done, they go on for the last 7 years by his wife, then certainly he must be aware of some of them. What's your take, Imran?
At this point and juncture, I go get for ask you permission for make a disclaimer here about just about what I have to say. They are all my words, and I take full responsibility for them.
Thank you.
Reaching this point, I want to say to you, I would not expect anything more from the husband. You know, say the husband is not law-abiding himself. And as they say, birds of the same feathers flock together. You know, they say, by their fruits we shall know them. They say, show me your friends, I will know who you are. My brother, when you look at the woman behavior, the woman behave like Sanjago. Now, Rary boy must marry her. If a wrangler married somebody, you know, they go find somebody in a church, we na Reverend Pekin. He go find somebody will look like him. Because a husband, the woman where they married, now a reflection of him. You understand? So what I'm trying to say here is, look at the elections where we get. Look at what happened. It don't ever happen in our country. From when Mother Bio take power, almost constitutional rules them, it don't breach. You don't respect law. You don't respect processes. You don't respect the constitution when are supposed to protect. You think it's an accident when they put na the constitution say this man a fountain of honor and justice. What is a fountain? A fountain are like a pump where they sprinkle water, you know, upwardly. Well, in this case here, not so water, it is sprinkled out. They say a fountain of honor. That now honor, it ooze out all around them. Now person we highly honorable. Madabio is not honorable. I will not call him excellency. What is excellent about him? What is excellent about what he's done since he took power? He talk for what kind of power he talk for say he's talk and do. Talk and do waiting. You know, don't know. Then just the lie and the people. How will they lie and so a woman they lie? Then pick themselves. You see? This na a chemical equation. Waiting marriage na so it's waiting at the right, na at the left. Whatever you do at the right, na going to happen at the left. You see? So when you get a wrangler, it married a Sanjago. When you married street boy, it married street girl. The man is not a gentleman, the woman is not a lady. And this now the sad part of what we talk about here. And quite a lot of people warned. Say this man here, this man, since where he come, when they tell him for say, but he travel too much. What in he talk? He saying go fly bet. This is the president now they talk so. So tell me what is the difference? He replied the people with sarcasm. You they use the people and money. The country no get money. We get a donor economy. Now people and the, you know, with the manjalanji, that means with they beg for what we get it for each now country. Then that money they, you know, they spend them wisely, you know, they spend them prudently. Then when people then talk, you give them free word. So tell me, when you look at that gentleman, you look at the lady, it is so sad for that we get a couple like that now with State House. Now real embarrassment for we. And then get people and where they can't try for tell we otherwise. And it's so painful when they feel to say, we na lao them, or we na aflahun, we retarded, that we're not able for understand what's in the happen around we in our own environment. But the fact of the matter is, neither the husband nor the wife are fit for purpose. And this na the lowest Sierra Leone ever be. We get a president, when a wrangler, and a wife na ragamuffin. So they just pick themselves. Then pick themselves. Okay. And then also, when you mention them, then fill up the cup where they put them. So this is the situation, and it's the reality.
And it is really pathetic. I don't think a lot of people will disagree with you, because for 7 years we've witnessed the trashing of democracy, so many questions around the issue of leadership, the centralization of power, the decision, and we know normally the president can get extreme power. At this point, I want to declare the lines open. If anybody get commentary
before they open the line, I just want to ask something.
Yeah,
How
sure.
the man they lie as so they were for the lie? They're also not pathological liars. What I mean liars, they are compulsive. It's not like they get in jalona them body, they bet them for lie. What I be tell we for say, he say in all the promises them A to Z, he has done beyond that.
Well, yeah, the record day, I mean, you can't deny that. He said so. I remember, I think it was a New Year's message or something.
He lie with the impunity.
You know,
yeah.
They say don't
and so is his wife.
He did
Fatima
say
if he tell you 10 things, then 9.5 na lie. 9.5 na lie. But the woman talk or say Papa na diplomat.
Okay, so at that point, let's just see whether we can play that video. They also say so, because I've had arguments with many people for say not in a derogatory way, but the idea is she herself don't say many times that in a foreigner, and you get people who they argue, oh, na me born kono look me look me, but the woman herself get many videos where you say she's a foreigner, she was born somewhere.
Fake.
It was around Sierra Leone for us in our own time was our home. We went to Sierra Leone, and my mom, myself, and my immediate family, and my dad, we went to Sierra Leone because he was working there. And he loves diamond. Any country that you have diamonds, he actually goes there because I think he's a diamond freak.
What about you? Are you into diamonds?
If you give it to me free, yes, why not?
Right. So we know Sierra Leone had gone through, a lot of wars over the years. Did that affect your family, or it was just?
When I left the Gambia, I was only 3 years old. So basically for me, home is Sierra Leone because that's where I have my friends. That's the place I
Okay. So Nigeria for herself, she left the Gambia when she was 3 years old, implying that she was born there, and he only left in Cancer alone when she was already 3 years old. This is from the mouth of the First Lady herself.
Yeah, you know, reach the side where you say Papa na diplomat.
Yeah, I think at the end, and at the shorter version of the video, this.
My dad worked with a diplomatic mission, so he's been shoved around the world. He's gone to Sierra Leone, Liberia, Angola, so he goes around. Sierra Leone for us in our own time was our home. We went to Sierra Leone, and my mom, myself, and my immediate family, and my dad, we went to Sierra Leone because he was working there, and he loves diamond. Any country that you have diamonds, he actually goes there because I think he's a diamond freak.
So yeah, that's just a repetition, but we read the part who say in that didn't have been diplomat, been they go around, go Angola, Sierra Leone, and one. So yeah, she did. But it sounds very much like
the truth of the matter is
now marabu them with them people we can buy the diamond at
Jola, then the Bara.
Jola, yeah.
They not get capital. So what they do, then a middle people them. Where the bobo then come out dig, then they can't ram. Now in the go fend buyer, he sell, he get in court.
He get in court. Okay.
And then Jola them. But that man they not to Ipapa, that man na Mustafa Dabo.
Okay.
In your papa na Jabi. In your papa na Jabi, this man in question where they talk about na Mustafa Dabo. Now his stepdaddy, we married him mama after he and his papa go their separate ways. That man they not to even a broker na Jola, Udana na Jola, and then people are with the Bara market. What's they call Bara market? Where people then get market, then go to time for sell for them, so then go make their own small court. Now so then they leave. So he's not a person where FIBA anything like a diplomat. But you see, we person they lie, we person a compulsive liar, now a pathological liar. It's like he get in Jalona a body where they took him, where they bet him. She has to lie. He didn't have blood, and I saw Imran back the lie. Then pick themselves. Like Koko and Peter.
Okay. Okay, Pambule, once more, the lines are open if you want to say something, because remember there were a few people who say they go like for express their opinion on the subject matter, whether for or against. And una can also feel free for use the comment box. If you want to remain anonymous, that's fine. We can protect you if you want. We don't have to identify you. So you can also use the commentary box and comment. Just express your opinion as you feel. Yeah, just make them respectful. That's all we ask for. So Fambolem, once more, we talk to a very special guest, Imran Turay, and on a very sensitive topic. You know, I mean, Fambolem, let's be realistic. This position, the way they talk about as head of state of the country, it comes with dignity and respect. Now I make Imran Kinlek for emphasize the phrase, the fountain of honor. Not for nothing, you know, you then give that phrase there or attach that phrase there to the title of the presidency. This is a massive
fountain of honor, and justice.
And justice. Yeah. So you have to imagine where, you know, they met out justice, especially so to you people away. Prior to you becoming the head of state, you went to them hand in cap or cap in hand. They beg them, say, una trust me, una vote. I go do what you una want for la, do for una. Even if you don't have to do all, because 100% is difficult to achieve. But at least by now, 50%, although the president, they don't say all in campaign promises there, they don't achieve them. I mean, this is unbelievable. I wonder whether I write that speech there or he did it himself. But posterity go judge we. If we be wrong, I'm fine. But we know say we're not wrong, because these things are tangible. We're supposed to see them, we're supposed to feel them. But up till now, the economy is a mess. Professor Kalonon come, you don't do your own, you don't talk your own, you even talk about bribing using $68 million in a cash-strapped economy for bribe people and for bring money come. The question up to this day was still they ask, who did he bribe? Because he know that they bribe. And if the outcome no work out, why don't you indict them people and they or mention them to your friend Francis Ben Kaifala, the ACC boss? Or the whole thing has become a political circus, just like Imran said. But when they talk about the first lady and the activity in a parliament quite recently.
And you remember me, brother? Mm-hmm. You remember the president be talk once. He say, you know, the higher person we not sabi.
Yeah.
So that means to say, he go get a cohort them, people them with the thief like him, with the lie like him, and he married a wife with the lie like him, with the thief like him.
But to be honest, Imran, I think the way it be say so at the time, maybe me get a different intention, but the way maybe read them at the time is when he say people the way isabi, I be understand them for mean, although we get the benefit of hindsight now, but I be understand.
That's what we all thought.
Yeah, people that we sabi, we sabi the thing the way he want for let them do for be successful. But 7 years on, seems quite the opposite. So
it look like for say if party the way isabi na people them way na a gang member them, you know, because you know this woman the way they behave, because it in the 50s sometimes monopausal disequilibrium na idepa.
Oh dear.
Sometimes monopausal disequilibrium.
Right. So we get few comments, not very much, but please feel free. As long as it's respectful, we absolutely fine for highlight time. The question where Francis Blanco asked is, why did the First Lady conclude that the Koko Roas song was meant to personally provoke her? I think I asked a similar question earlier on. But if you can just address this to a friend as well, Francis Blanco, why the First Lady meant to personally provoke her? The song was personally meant to provoke her. Why it conclude? The question.
Yeah, say when dry bones are mentioned, old people are always worried. You know, the woman know what in be done they do. And know a behavior within the party and outside the party. So they say who the cap, who the cap fits, where is it? It not say now in the talk about, because obviously it not get constitutional function, it not get parliamentary function, but it a poke span things them with totally not to domestic things them, because she is just the woman we married the president, now the president is consort. So basically the song, now the depiction they use Koko Roas, but also the song make and clear say they talk about somebody when they pay attention, but in your business. That means to say it they neglect in marriage, they poke in nose, but things them where the functionality not gets nothing for do with in your role where you're supposed to play, because she's just a ceremonial person, the consort, the companion of the president. And if Iwango gets entrance, like for say in a speaker of the house, so then go team up for him. Something is fundamentally wrong with that. So she knows they're talking about her. And she knows the other things that she's done. He don't go na I think I don't know na Kenema. He go rig elections. He put how they call him a JMB member and the Women's League leadership. And he comes back. The previous person will be there in office. He sing pan on the street. I talk him, I do him. That he say I go finger him and I finger him. So he don't step on a lot of people. You know, when they go up, you for be careful how they step on people because no condition is permanent. And anything that goes up must come down. Now with the candle, they don't begin flag them. And you're not comfortable with that. But you cannot have it both ways.
Okay, so we get somebody else who contributes as well. And say, who is this person? Okay, Fude Mustafa Turay. I can't stop laughing with such a description of the couple, Wrangler and Ragamuffin. Yeah, I think it attributes to the way you describe the first couple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we get a sister called Rose as well. We do a contribution. This is Rariman Talk. You are talking about the current chairman of Echoas and the president of all African first ladies. I want to let you address this because Sister Rose, what do you say in Rariman Talk? And you are talking about the current chairman of Echoas and the president of all African first ladies. What say you to that?
I'm so glad the way my sister answered short question. I'm really happy. I tell them, thank you. Because you see, not to all man, they see fine because some man get jigena eye and some man get crossy eye, so they're not able to visualize properly. Because when you look at mother behavior, man way in a tenor, we get elections, we not get results today. And when you talk, then they talk about validity. Our issue is not about validity. Our issue is the Constitution. It clearly stipulates. It prescribes, say, after election, then for print, publish, and gazette with elections results. We don't get that. Now only remind they behave that way. We get Constitution. The Constitution, they're above Rose, they're above me, they're above the president, they're above everybody. But since when Mother Biokam, I cannot take me time for begin to tell you the constitutional British the way don't make. One after the other. If I say at the beginning, name them one by one, I'm not going to come on today. You know? So when you get somebody like that, it's a real shame for make Echoas look a man when not win elections, when they say the elections emerged with a lot of statistical inconsistencies. Nobody know ever see this kind of elections before. You they talk for say now honorable person. I do not know which eye you they take for measure, but from Usai Sidom, since we mother be Yokam, the lies, the abuses, the killings, the misappropriation of we money. If you talk for say it can lock all the leakages. Now we get past leakages now gutter than we get, and the gutter they don't turn to gullies. And if you're not able to see them one day, they call them saying a respectable man. Well, this is a democracy. Every man gets right to your opinion. Even a fool gets an opinion. So I respect your opinion because they say opinion, all man gets one in a back pocket. So now you know that.
Okay, if I can just help for out with Imran saying this not to sister Rose. I don't know whether you mean for be sarcastic, but the fact here are Yusuf can make a judgment, and if you're a very open person, objective. When Imran begin the show, we talk about the first lady in track record, the kind of vulgarity the way you don't use in the past. As a first lady, the mama for the nation, say you go cut people in business, you go mob justice people them. Now, if you talk about people them where you expect much of, they don't use such language. This is the point. So them position the way they talk about, most of them are rotational position, like the chairman of Echoas. It's a rotational position and it's largely just symbolic. You just go, you sign. Where president then goes on sign up or go sign paper, where minister them, delegation and non-go meets and non-discuss and what have you. So that's what it's about. The first lady in your own position, of course, these are just first ladies and just meet up and talk about their husband them and things them. Waiting material, we don't come home since she became the chair of all the first lady then. Tell me back.
And on top of that, where they make them misbehavior there, talk for say they go do mob justice.
Yes.
That is not constitutional.
This is where the judgment is coming from.
That is a vigilante talk.
Absolutely.
And if you're not the president, when are the fountain of honor and justice, you married short a woman, you go reprimand them.
Probably
you go call them to order. You go call them to order. How comes up till this day you not call them to order? The woman still they go on, they do them kind of thing there. So he's an accomplice. They are doing it together. You know? So you know, I'm not scared to say it. If it is, I have to say it.
Yeah. The words that Imran used, and it take absolute responsibility. Then for you do a disclaimer. But again, not many people where you do a comparative analysis, because you have to respect. Remember, respect is mutual. You get to respect yourself or let other people respect you. And when you conduct yourself in certain public services, even when you're upset, you get to choose your language carefully. And there is a way where you can express your language where people can go understand saying that this you mean, other than the vulgarity where you they offer. And then certain people, and probably that might include people like you, we go come and defend them and say, well, you're right. The people then pass smack and what have you. But when somebody else see them the other way now, you say, no, they shouldn't. But they've used the worst language. They've killed people. They've murdered people. If you can imagine, jail people, arbitrary arrest. We can go back, look at board and call Foster. There's a lot of things that we don't forget. Come on, clean people in place. Then say, now waiting, say if you want to attack Uda Lawrence, like I Lima. Them shoot that body in foot and all can go hospital and can go to Pademba Road and jail and there for months. I wonder outside that body if you don't die. Look what will be happening at constituency 110. An SLPP strong woman. A lie, say see an ESCO woman, and they drive the Jeep with them and they go story. Can you imagine that? And these are the people who are leading the country. So please. We get a comment from somebody.
If I can add something on that also,
sure.
You know, I can always tell people and say, even Jahannam I get protocol. Even the devil has a friend, so she's entitled. You know, even the devil, Satan get party. So
no, I don't
absolutely
have any
problem with that.
Yeah, she's entitled, but when
of course
they express that and we get a different take, and especially a way to broken down like we've done. You get to see them from a two-way angle before you land, on the third side, with an open mind. Yeah. Alaji Tijan Kamara say, and before I read Alaji Tijan Kamara, somebody just sent me a message, anyway, Imran the blast now, and I make people not afraid and they call. Anyway, Alaji Tijan Kamara say, Fatima Bio is a foreigner and she's not qualified to run for president of Sierra Leone. Okay, yes, this is now another one. There are numerous evidences to prove that she is a foreigner. This is a bad precedent for if we allow that to happen. So Imran, if you can comment on that, because we read this news from the inside of SLPP, one moment, flyer come out, then say na test the water, then say na jokey the joke, but it's full of all that kind of rancor there. She's, but again, she's a very ambitious woman, so you can't deny that from your own opinion. I wonder what you think about what this brother just expressed.
Woman, they say play killboard, die board, cook soup. That woman, they not to play, they play one for one. But unfortunately for him, we person the lie, you get carried away. It don't lie in the past, they lies them in the past, don't catch up with her now. How it go come, they come decipher the lies now. This is the problem where the predicaments we don't finish far. Because now in no open in your mouth, he say in no born as Sierra Leone, bring a car away all 3 years. Not to me talk am, not to Lady Roseway call Naya talk am, na Fatima talk am. If na in talk am, then how you go defend yourself? Even if na court, then go say not a credible witness. So then go say, hey, you cannot run. And the constitution make and clearly say a foreigner is not allowed to run. It is clear. So if you born outside Sierra Leone, you cannot be a president. But you not say this not to people them, in any man, not to people them, where they follow rules, respect rules. You know that. You know that very well. All the things that way matter, you don't talk, way illegal. People are saying a lie, not go do harm, they against the constitution. He has done all of them. Even Echoas talk for say, 6 months to elections for change the rules. You cannot do that. He did it.
Absolutely. I mean, the track record, Iboku, Iboku, yeah.
So
But it's all.
they follow rules, they follow rules. So this talk where they talk, you have to take it seriously. She means it, and she would go on with it. Now, we the Sierra Leoneans, Sierra Leonean people, now we got to take with moral responsibility very seriously. We put we foot down on this occasion to say, Luma. Now we got for look, we say, now we got for say, we not agree, we not go take him, it not go happen now. And we have failed. We have failed in taking we moral responsibility seriously. Because the things that when they happen in Sierra Leone, they're not supposed to happen. But because of political party obsession, because people are so obsessed with APC and SLPP, so they don't dig trenches there inside them party there. That's really no more the other person they talk for say, me APC me na party picking, SLPP na they them born me papa, me granny na they and they come on. So even if they do, waiting morally you disagree with.
That's a very good point.
I mean, tell somebody the other day.
Of them.
Because right now what would they say in Sierra Leone? If you take dog, you wear red Panam, you get a huge percentage of APC who go still vote for him. You go back to SLPP. If you take Babu, you get a lipstick. You wear green Panam. Believe you me, a whole chunk of SLPP will vote for the Babu. Because, you see, they are so loyal to an extent, it's like an addiction. We really have to get to people and for unlearn these behavior there. If we need for rehabilitate them, we rehabilitate them. For make them begin to look outside them to party they are. Because somebody they talk for say, oh, we forget a third force. We already have a third force. Anybody will say we need a third force. It not sabi count. Because there's a multi-party system. That means to say we get third force, we get fourth force, we get fifth force, we get sixth force, 17 parties. And when I say multi-party, 1991 constitution say we get multi-party, that means to say the amount of parties then we need forget. It is infinitesimal. It can be as many as we can. But the problem is the people in voting habit. They are only obsessed and addicted to APC and SLPP. Even though then two parties they are, they misuse them, they abuse them, they penalize them from their rights. But when they grow up, what do we get? We get 12 districts then. Where APC come, he had more districts. SLPP come, he had more districts.
Exactly.
By the time when they go to 2050, between APC and SLPP, we don't get past 50 districts then.
And also up tongue then go left now, then go this thing.
You're not getting infrastructure for being a district.
Imran, I'm bringing you back on this subject matter. Redistricting. I'm supposed to do one from the 31st of July. I keep the postponement because one thing or the other come up. But yes, I really need for do one because I don't do the script and everything, the advantages and disadvantages, just like you did talk. So you fully au fait with the issue, and we'll talk about. Fambulem, this na the TNN TV podcast. A connection to the then and now TV media empire. My name is Prince Emil Kuma. When I get for remember, say with the live stream to 3 different platforms, and we get almost 100 people watching us right now. And we really appreciate the number. If we can continue for share, please. Somebody say Mr. Blanco, we been addressed Mr. Blanco because Mr. Blanco been asked question earlier on. Okay. So this person say Mr. Blanco, the first lady is presenting with PPD, paranoid personality disorder. Imran, you can sabi anything there. Do you understand what this mean?
My brother, myself don't diagnose the human me. I said the human get menopausal disequilibrium. Wow. And again personality disorder. Definitely, that is true. Because for somebody, for knowingly gets this attention seeking mentality to an extent, you papa the gbara market, na gbara the gbara. You say na diplomat. Just because you want to make yourself significant, you want to make yourself big, you want to make yourself important. You don't can implicate yourself. Now you want to be president. You born a kono. People away and no say ibona kono. Let me take the bona na kono. And if papa come out Guinea, you know, he ancestry na Guinea then come out. He on real papa na Guinea then come out. This woman no get nothing for those Gambia. Na Guinea ancestry come out. But na in talk was saying a Gambian. So he don't implicate himself that way. He not stop there. He said and bring a inside salon where all three. So if you said something like that, how you go decipher that? How you go neutralize that? How you go make that right? If Namibi say I'm then go say Imran made a lie. You understand? You can get away with that. But now in self use ion mot and tell the whole world say, oh, my dad is a diplomat. Oh, he loves diamonds. We came to Sierra Leone and da. At that time, if they try for big himself up because he be one for make self-importance. But now we don't catch up with them.
But again, there's nothing wrong with she being a foreigner per se and being the wife of the president of a nation. Not so. There's nothing really wrong with that.
I not get you?
Nothing really wrong with the fact that she is a foreigner and married to the president and entitled to the title of a first lady. There's nothing really wrong with that. Is there?
Nothing is not wrong for a foreigner to marry a president. Like for instance, the first president of Gambia, Dawda Jawara.
Yeah.
Dawda Jawara be married a Creole woman from Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
And she was highly respected in Gambia. We first Prime Minister, Sir Milton Magai, he married a white British woman. I think she was from Liverpool. So there's nothing wrong with that. But where you a foreigner, you married to a president, but even Jahannama then get rule day. The rule na Sierra Leone say, person when not born as alone cannot be president of the country. You don't can talk bang ode. You not make a secret. You say you're not born there. So how we go arrange that?
So
the constitution is clear.
Let's play the tape one more time, Imran.
Yes, the constitution is clear.
If you give it to me free, yes, why not?
Right. So we know Sierra Leone had gone through, a lot of wars over the years. Did that affect your family, or it was just?
When I left the Gambia, I was only 3 years old. So basically for me, home is Sierra Leone because that's where I have my friends. That's the place I know.
Okay, so we can do with that. At least the main thing there is she left the Gambia when she was 3 years old. And of course, if you grew up on site from 3 years old upwards, that's where you will know as home. That's where you will call as home. But that in itself not exonerate you from being somewhere else. And if the country make provision, like you can become a naturalized citizen and what have you. But the idea is the origin. That's what we're talking about. Let's get that right.
But a man who writes with national anthem, John Akka.
Yeah.
Born of a Lebanese father. And his mama, Nashebra Timni. Mama Bese Bide A-line. The roadway adjacent to Sewa Road. When we grow up, that I'm get the best well in the area. We pump block now, they go get water. I know John Akka and Mama very well. Because John Akka, is Papa na Lebanese, he not able, they make a lot of tumbling block for him not to get into the executive position. Yeah. But he's the one that wrote
the national
anthem.
Yeah, very
he wrote it,
eminent
and
scholar.
we only enjoy him. But they don't allow him. Because we constitution,
they call the law not the law. Yeah,
the law not the law.
Absolutely.
Though I find that for be very unfair on the man because the man was, But again,
the idea,
society,
it was the law. It was the law, and
the law, and also Sierra Leone a patriarchal society. Your citizenship they come from your father. Unlike Ghana, Jerry Rawlings was able to be the president because Ghana now a matriarchal society. These are the things quite a lot of Sierra Leoneans don't understand. Ghana, you take the identity that your mama now in the give you nationality. Sierra Leone now you papa Sierra Leone is patriarch, and I make everybody in Sierra Leone you papa in name you get. So now, this woman born in Gambia, a papa na Gambian, Mustafa Dabo. Ebo, you can still be president. She can still be president, but not in Sierra Leone. She has to do it in Gambia.
I knew you were going there. Anyway, we get a contribution from a lady, G baby. I suppose it's a lady anyway, or he, she. Some people don't want to hear the truth. So this they address Sister Rose. Rose is in denial that her first lady is rude and uncouth. Money really doesn't buy class. Wow, this is profound.
That's so serious.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah. I love that. Thank you, G baby. You know, you cannot say it's better than that. You know,
I make us say earlier on respect. Nothing where reciprocal is mutual. Give me respect, I give you respect. I mean, the rules around this is simple. It's as simple and straightforward as that. And when you occupy such a senior position, the mother of the nation, and you don't conduct yourself as a mother, I wonder whether Sister Rose get any criticism, or maybe most of them can get criticism on her in private. They dare not bring it in public.
This don't provoke a thought.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so happy where G baby say what he say. I can always tell people them this is a wisdom key. I can tell people and say PhD or any qualification, not to refine your character. If you're not a dog, you get PhD. You're not a dog, we get PhD. It not to change you. If you're not Munku man, you get PhD. You're not a Munku man, we get PhD. And what is most interesting, you see people that can talk for say, money is evil. Money is the root of all evil. Money is evil. To start with, not to so then say. The biblical verse not say that. But the reality where we I need for make clear Naya. You see, money not bad. Money buys everything. Money they educate person. Money they clean you up. You see, having money is a good thing because it buys everything. But what people don't understand, money they take the personality of the person we get them.
Yeah.
If a Munku person gets money, that not go change a class. It go still be that Munku. And now one thing I want to make clear now, Munku na terminal illness. You know the well. You know the well. That are one. And politics. Politics is the same. Politics not they refine somebody, you know they change somebody. Politics is evil. Politics not evil. Politics only brings out the true personality of the person we get her. If na person we wicked, where he get power, now wicked things they do. It is clear in front of we, as we talk now, we see all the things that we Madabio don't do. Madabio not even remorseful. Oh, you know, repentant. In fact, when they kill people in August 10, he called them terrorists.
Yeah.
He not even realize, if you notice that guy, where now the only guy where I get so much respect for, what's in his name? Now the only SLPP minister we don't resign. He started getting his problem when they killing people in August 10. I said, this thing will happen.
Some Koroma guy?
Not so Koroma. Na a lawyer. Now Ina be the deputy. Now Ina be the deputy minister for the interior. That is the internal affairs.
Internal affairs.
Yes. Okay. What's in the money name? What's in the money name?
Yeah, I remember his name. I know exactly. I don't remember.
This man resigned because they hounded this man just because at that time he was the only one from the SLPP where show class. He said the people and we die, both the police and the protesters, they are Sierra Leoneans, and a big loss to the country. We need for pray that things like that were not repeat, because it's a big loss for the country. Not to think this what for gladly, but not think this what we for reflect inwardly and tell ourselves say this should not have happened. It is not good for our country. It's not good for APC, not good for SLPP. And Sierra Leoneans have died. Period.
Yeah, absolutely, Imran.
He was hounded. Not Solomon Jamiru.
Yeah, Solomon Jamiru, yeah. That's the guy.
I respect that guy. And I really feel him where, you know, they run for be flag bearer. because that guy they now one of the kind people where I will vote for without hesitation, because it show Christian values, it show love, it show empathy, it show class, it show decency, it show moral values. And for me, I do not see APC and not see SLPP. I see what is right. And he did exactly what was right. And the guy spoke, he spoke on the issue like a state person.
Yeah.
And at that time, the whole of SLPP hounded him like, you know, a stray dog.
Absolutely, because this was a new phenomenon, you know, even by the country standard for a minister or man in public service for resign because they don't agree with certain thing where government conduct or our government conduct itself, and it come up from the party itself. That was shocking. That was a rude awakening. But the man in legacy is sealed forever and ever, and this will be taught in schools, in the books, you know, the curriculum of Sierra Leone, because the country is going to change. I mean, this is just a nightmare. One day, hopefully, maybe not in our time, but it's not impossible. Something else go happen. I've been asked about it.
How you call yourself? Solomon Jamiru.
Yeah.
It don't give some of we hope.
Absolutely.
It don't make
That's
some
what I'm
of we
saying.
hopeful. Because the resign where he resigned, he not resign because he resigned and he's quiet.
Yeah.
A man like that, I don't care which party he run for. If he run for be a flag bearer and he succeed for be a flag bearer, I will vote for him with no hesitation.
But that's the thing, because
these I know he has a heart.
Of course, be based on principle.
Yes.
That's the thing, Imran. And such things been there many years ago, decades ago. We've lost it.
And how comes now we country? From when we get independence, the people that we don't resign, they're not reach 5-0. They're not reach 5.
Anyway, I want to talk about this boy quickly because I asked the question, and this was something very close to my heart at the time, because I saw a raw form of injustice on this bubble where they call a foster. Foster, where they do some cleaning, I think every Saturday. You know, say work no day. So then bubble can come out Eastern and go hustle Western. Then they man them. So just go look for daily living. Commode now, I think they passed before Lawrence Lima in Osa at the time. And you know, saying I've been there, you go minister, the deputy minister of same ministry where we talk about internal affairs. He was so ruthless. I mean, cold guy, very cold. Look at him today. He's left in oblivion, you know, a complete pariah. God alone know what's in going with them. You know, they arrest this bobo and beat this bobo and shoot this bobo now in leg.
Telling you, nothing came out of it.
Nothing came out of it. They do one kangaroo court, and in less than an hour, a decision had been made, you know, no evidence gathered. Waiting and just say, I mean, everybody, I go attack. Can you imagine? And only him, they shoot a 9 foot. So even when you don't shoot a 9 foot, you don't can go to some kangaroo court, you don't go declare and say he guilty. The first thing, not to medical, the people that we want to talk for this regime, as if, you know, they are so cloaked in righteousness that you can't use, you know, certain language against them. But then they met out so much injustice to people, including this boy, Foster, where somebody just, they say, they end up for cut double body and foot. Will not come as a surprise to me. I even surprised that I still there alive, because a bullet day inside that body in foot, and I know this for sure, because why? Koita within a jail now. When a jail that body force, Koita, when the former minister of defense, they're all been in a jail where they go jail lab body. So they know his story up to the point where they free, then lab body been inside. With the bullets in foot, they rot in foot, they die. So when they say they cut in foot, I'm not surprised. I mean, if you say if they don't die out of some tetanus. So these are the kind of things that we're talking about. And all of these things are well documented. Go to party office, other people in party office, you open fire there, you kill a nurse. Yeah, you kill a nurse. Yes, Imran.
You know what's really sad?
Go on, please.
You talk about Lima.
Yeah.
You see how that man, Papi, show goodness in that country.
Exactly.
These last executive elections we passed through.
Yeah.
You see how a certain man when are the new PRO, we can replace Lima. It a bluff say in the can feel Lima issues and in a hybrid of Lima and one other vicious guy.
Mm-hmm.
And you see,
Johnny
when you look at
there, Mambude.
yes, when you look at this Mambu guy, when I him they boast say in a hybrid for wickedness, does he know the meaning of a PRO? Then say public relations officer. That's how you build.
Relations officer.
Now you the build bridge between the public and una party. Now you they mend hearts for win souls and minds. But the boy they behave like for say PRO, you know a vicious vigilante where they go bully people and drag them by force for can be SLPP. That is not your role. Because when they say public, that means to say every citizen. They say relations. The word relate. That's not the person where they relate with all other people them. Now the country for make them be one. So you are a bridge. You are a comforter. Now you they add ice per injury. Even when you party do bad. Now you go can apologize on behalf of your party and try for do damage control. You see this guy how he they go and misbehave all over the place. Because waiting na we wish na foka outwit waiting Lima do. And
now you say that now you know hide them. You know, and can you imagine a person employed by the government being paid by taxpayer the money, whose duty you just lay clean for all man for yeri, we're in duty now for build bridge between the governed and the governors. You know, you want a good relationship. That's what you want. If people then go foul of the law, then use the law against them. Not can act like a brute. Not can act outside the law. You know, it's like I mean, and this night don't they go on. We see the other minister of lands, you know, from the very beginning. They talk all kind crude talk, Dr. Sandy.
Honestly,
I mean, everything is well documented over the last 7 years. It's not like we don't know. We know this.
Sad? You know what is sad? We not get opposition.
But that's the point, Imran, and I was going to come to that.
Waiting so sad, if you notice, the opposition, all the people that don't come out to be flag bearer, they're all, before them believe in the mantra where them leader don't lay, that means to say, politics not to do or die. That means to say, you can fight your position, but non-violently, without guns, without knives. You can succeed non-violently, non-violent struggle. They don't want that. You see, all the one they want for Black Flag Bearer. Then they try for match up. These mature guys, these mature vigilantes, these vulgars, they're always in the talk. Now me, if una put me, now me go can't take them on. Now me go challenge them. Now me na the one who can't fix them.
Exactly.
If APC they talk that way, they SLPP they say they talk that way, they. If Sierra Leone and we get sense, we get for really take a step back and ask ourselves, whose side we they go? Whose side we they go? If all the flag bearer and APC they talk for say, una choose me. Now me na the man we go neutralize SLPP. Now me na the man we are not afraid.
Yeah,
if them pull guns last, me they pull gun. Then Mahmoudi busy they talk. Me a bad pass Lima. Me na a hybrid of Lima and one other guy. I don't know the name where he make an analysis with. Where they say na other
Johnny
ex Camajo. Na ex Camajo. Me man.
They get the audacity for Fatima before the taxpayer them, and they use their language and threats. But it's not new. We see Johnny they go from village to village. When mama then go wear black, they tell the people them that.
Exactly. Yeah. It's saying a hybrid, not a hybrid of decency, but a hybrid of brutality, hybrid of being wicked, hybrid of vulgarity, hybrid of violence. Not for anything good though. In fact, this guy here, when he call Mambu, do you know the Mambu de na loko de. Na loko them. Mambu, it mean Mambo. Na loko them. When now they give them a bad name.
Yeah.
They are not indigenous men. They are not.
They're waiting change this no
The
said they
Mambusa
change back and one can offer explanation
and when
to
it
the
make
people
them,
and
so
one
it
can
make them on the capacity of a Mende, they give Mende man bad name. Me the Mende and women sabi where I grew up with Nabo town, they are law abiding.
Yeah,
Then
Mende man is known
respect
to
the
be
law.
law abiding.
Oh, Mende people them naturally a good Mende man. You know when they talk like
you
what
know
we
the law,
we
you
get
expect the law.
yeah, we get the Vangans there, you get the Berewa there, you get the Tavegu to them, you get the Pewats them, you get the Suluku them, you know the Bukumu them. Those they are decent people. The them be them. They are decent people. The Lagaos.
Exactly. These are household names that now you call so.
These are decent
really
people.
happened to a republic, we change. But the people that we call so, I remember as a boy, those
The
names,
the Bantamoys,
highly respected names. Yeah, highly either chiefs or senior government workers, public officials, and things like that, government ministers, civil servants, and etc. That's what we know. Career diplomats. But not anymore. So riffraffs.
The way you talk and somebody can talk for saying talk. But they are riffraffs. There's no other way to call them. They say if he back like dog, he look like dog, he wag his tail like dog. Now a dog.
Much a dog.
So I will call them dogs if and that's the reason why when I come now, you platform and not for say you have your rules and make a disclaimer clearly. These are entirely my words, and I take full responsibility for everything I say here.
Thank you very much, Imran. I want to end the show in the next 7-10 minutes. Yeah, I think we approach 1 hour 30 minutes, but I mean just want for make sure say we showcase the few comments. Then we come. This now from Gali Dow. First of all, they watch from North London. He been put on there earlier on, and he say blame the DLPP party. Or I should say mean the SLPP, maybe not typo error. The SLPP party to even entertain Fatima, who is said she was not born. She was not born in Salon to even get a party card and aspire to be president. Okay, that's point well made. Bengali again, it all started from there. Okay. G-Baby, how can a woman who called for mob justice on the people now wants to rule those same people? I mean, exactly. G-Baby make the most fantastic contribution to the program tonight.
G-Baby, I take my hat off to you.
This is spot on. This is spot on. It makes
absolute sense. Now you can't rule them.
Yes, you don't call them dog. You forget say you want rule over dogs. Yeah.
You don't get power you don't call them dog.
Yeah, you don't call them dogs. Can you imagine? And even your body language now, so you can fix your face. So next thing you want for let them fear you, like Chris Mugabe. No one was born in a party, even if your dad was a president. If you are not registered, you're not a party member, period. Okay, that's a good contribution again from Gali Dow. G-Baby, she keep talking from both sides of her mouth. First, she was not a politician. Now that she's in power, hungry is power hungry. She always been a politician. Of course, she's always been a politician. Now that there's an opportunity, I believe that's what G-Baby is trying to say. She's trying to utilize that opportunity because she's in the circle of power, the corridor of power. And she's a very powerful woman. She's the wife of the president. And the president of the country, he holds extreme power. It grabbed this morning where they cancel a dream about Imran, because Imran have been threats to him, and the dream. He say, I don't want to see Imran, and Imran, they disappear.
Guess what? He just pull another video. He say, I'm a survivor. That song.
The first lady?
Yes.
Of course, drama queen. That's why we named the.
I forget for send to you, like you waiting now.
If we don't send her, we play her quickly. So I mean, not say if they come back, they call and clap back. She will never fade away in the night until it is all over.
Let's see if you can able play her.
Yes,
the
people are being brainwashed. Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Gali. Gali, and this is ignorance. You are absolutely right. Fatima Bio is a pathological liar. Gali Dawar, what is wrong? Is her not composing herself as a foreigner? Because she said already she's a foreigner. Exactly. So you say you're not a foreigner, but you know they comport yourself as a foreigner. Then you tower over the cities in them, that the country. It doesn't make sense at all. Yes, you are the first lady.
I don't send that for you.
You don't send them, yeah, and you get boku power. Imran, the comments them. I'm not been expect the comment them for be this many and Fambulem. We say many thanks to Una. There's about 120 of Una watching right now. And if Una can do one last effort for shape, maybe the number will reach 200. But we target now be 100 today. And with a live stream to 3 different platforms, Fambulem need for keep this in mind. We're not central on one platform. With a live stream to 3 different platforms, which is on Facebook, 2 times Facebook account, which is my private Facebook, and then the dedicated channel, which is the TNN channel. And then you get the YouTube channel where the bulk of the people, I think over 70 or 80 of them are watching now. Many thanks for that. Imran, so we can talk about problems all night long. Let's talk solutions. The present predicament where we are in. I'm sure say, a man will get self-belief, despite the despair, the despondency, whichever way you want to call them, the feeling down and under. You're still very upbeat and optimistic, and I'm sure say you do believe that we'll turn the curve. What do you get for tell people, for encourage people and way either don't give up, almost about for one give up, or they look for inspiration from somewhere about the direction of the country?
What thing I go say to we people them? This is interesting. I don't say I'm the last time we akanaya. People them we get statutory responsibility. That's mean to say they get legal responsibility. They are legally bound. They are duty bound to do those roles that they're supposed for perform in their roles then they. And we as citizens, the Constitution, Section 13, that is Chapter 2, it make it clear, say, the duty of we the citizens. That means to say, now we get to make sure, say, the ideals them, where they na the Constitution come to lives. What does that mean? That means to say, we as citizens, we get moral responsibility. And we moral responsibility, moral obligation, na one way we are the ones that hold the sovereign power. Sovereignty belongs to us.
Yeah.
And now they give them the authority for making them in that position.
Yeah.
We get every power for recall them. We get people and when they lie and we say, oh, you can only pull a leader per ballot box. Yes, that's one of the ways there. You know very well, saying that this country, yeah, Boris Johnson, he win Naya overwhelmingly. Oh God, the majority was huge. It was humongous. But when the man not they perform, the man they fail in the duties, the whole country ask him for step down. Why not agree step down? The cabinet minister they all resign. They left him in one grade. He was isolated. So he has to resign. You understand? So, we the people, we get responsibility and we don't renege in those responsibilities. And they beg every Sierra Leonean, let we come together, let we unite for the sake of we country. Let we forget about tribe. That is linguistic tribalism. Let's forget about it. Let's forget about political tribalism. That means to say, you party, na him, na you life. You go lay your life for your party, but not your country. Your patriotism is for your party and not the country. If we change those mentalities, you go find out for say we go get hope. Because a great man, what they call Dr. Chuba Okadibo, now a Nigerian intellectual, he say if you are emotionally attached to your tribe, religion, or political leaning, to the point that truth and justice becomes secondary consideration,
Imran, I'm not caught you of the video where you sent me is different, you know. This is about Kenya and property and this and that.
No, the one, I think I make mistake. 1 second,
Yeah,
1 second.
that's what I'm saying. But go on with you, conversation.
It said,
yeah.
No, 1 second. I go can't do back because this is very important. Let us see the woman say get personality disorder.
Yeah, okay. So while you look for I can still the remote on
yeah, okay, go on. Yeah, go on.
So Pambulem, once again, this is not the TNN program. My name is Prince Emil Koma, and we're having serious conversation on the state of the country, especially with regard to the First Lady, Madam Fatima Biu. There's been a consistent violation of protocol. First of all, we understand the word marriage. We understand the symbolism of we understand what it means because most of us are married too. So yeah, we do understand this, but there's been a consistent violation. Yeah, I see the notification of protocol. The president, you know, the waka before the president in the first place. But every time we see all this ISO, you need for them a certain side of the president because we work with her with dignity and respect. Not because now you man, you feel saying in public, you will take you and you put on tap in shoulder. For goodness sake, is the president and somebody need for to tell this woman this.
Well, okay? The woman a shalat, you don't know himself. Because if you don't know shalat, you know yourself, you don't know your place. Because you hear what the woman talking publicly. You know what he say?
No.
He said na iman day. My dear, it's not your man's day. You man day na like birthday or an anniversary. This na the man a functional role. The man a job he go do. That is what we pay him for. That's one of his responsibilities. So not to play, go play. Now job he go do. So for talk for saying that the man is job. Oh no, na the man he did, na my husband he did. Not so your husband he did. This is not a private party. This is not a private birthday. This is not your marriage anniversary. It is the opening of parliament. That is part of your husband's responsibilities. So now your husband is job. Let we get that clear for starters. You know, I mean, they talk about him, a great Nigerian educationist, you know, Dr. Chuba Akidegbo. He said, if you are emotionally attached to your tribe, religion, or political leaning, to the point that truth and justice become secondary considerations, your education is useless, your exposure is useless. If you cannot reason beyond petty sentiments, you are a liability to mankind.
He was so right. He is so right, Imran. Continue, please.
You know, and these are the things where we get now we country. We get people them when a liability. They are not assets. And then people there, then they run the country down. You know? Then they run the country down. Then they run and down. How we go on like that? People and just they do anyhow. You know? Then you get people and they support them in that. When you support waiting wrong, guess what? They put heavy burden on the population. Not for forgetting them people, they are not so free, then they do this job. Then they pay them. Then they arrange increments for themselves. Then they pay themselves. And the money when they pay them, then they fence them with $1. When the dollar they go up, the your money they go up with $1. Nobody else in money they go up with $1. Oh. Pass them people there.
Yeah.
We executives. Their money is pegged to the dollar. Then they pay them handsomely. So what I can say to people them, we politicians them, they are not serving us. They are a burden. They're not a burden on the people. They are a burden on the economy. And they are not managers. They are damagers. They are political damagers. Social damagers.
I'm so much better. You thought that I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. You thought that I'd be broke.
Can you imagine?
Carry on, the player back. I mean, this doesn't come as a surprise, and this is why
I'm a survivor
all along.
And I'll be seen.
I mean, this is the First Lady. Now, just watch that performance and how premature the performance is, because you always get the inclination that if you clap back, if I talk back to the people, instead of carrying herself above that, because she's way above that. But every little thing that you throw at her, she need to throw it back at you. How do you, as a first lady, for goodness sake, they conduct yourself as such? Now you come with a Beyonce or how you call them survivor song, you are a survivor. Yes, we understand now. Why don't you just let somebody else do the speaking for you? And for them, one day we really think, say, well, this first lady is different. Do you really think a first lady should be doing this? Do you think this is dignified for their office and for the title of a first lady? Do you really think so? Or you the wait where you don't come on a power at the time you go and talk, then you'll be very late. You better say it now or forever keep your peace. And we will play this at the end of the show, Imran. Go on,
you know what's in the idiom where they deal with that kind of behavior there?
No.
Knock not the left panel.
Yeah, but this is what it is.
They get for turn and give you.
Yeah, you get for turn and give you, you get for pull hint. I mean, God has blessed you if you can go, by some spiritual vibes or scriptural vibes. Yeah. God don't bless you, don't take you away from certain level to another level. So how you they conduct yourself now? Now on that level, you there and they aspire for go up, but you still they can't under the mattress. They don't put you up matter, then put you in a mattress, but you still they can't onto the matter. And then when you talk to them, people like, come on now.
Dr. Olo, an artistic juggernaut. He is good at what he does. He used that idiom there. He say, you Koko Roas. You married to president.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it, spoon you get and you bought.
Imran, now I they understand the idiom proper, because yes, something like you don't understand them, you go they sing and they dance along and what have you, but you don't know its true meaning. But when you broke and down, so now I understand that she was one of the fortunate ones. Of course, there are many fortunate women there, but the idea that you're married to the president, that means you get this golden cocoa, for goodness sake.
You braid butter.
Yes. You don't get sugar. You don't get milk.
You foot there up. Yeah. Yes, you get silver spoon and you malt. And you get soap and you sapo. You not get for what you just a crumb.
Yeah, you're the crumb now.
Life easy. You get them fatty.
Well, now that life did way easy for her because I can watch the first day. To be honest, I can watch in body language. She got carried away by this, lift. Because it's a sudden lift. But yeah, it got there. But it's 7 years on. And you don't have advisors, and I'm sure you get advisors there, but you need to listen to them because it will let them all go to dance. And I'm sure if you not dance along, it's way you. But everything, Lady Fatima, has an expiry date. All waiting go up, it can't down. The only constant, not change. So obviously, change go come. You can't be there forever. And when you left, the same people, The
other thing, it's like when you get a wild dog. When you see the neighbor, then when you want for straight, you usually see so. It's like for saying so Iman they use them back. Because you remember the Kono issue. It's an Iman send them. And Iman no come debunk that.
Iman, if you listen to what I say earlier on, I ask you a question.
Yeah.
And it did within the line of which you say so. In other words, we all either we married or at some point we be not married or had a relationship. We don't deal with women, we're not adults, full-blown adults. So we understand what thinking happened. It's not like all the time we they get along. But this is not the first family, yeah? Which you know what for let the woman do because the law said can't permit you for let it they do all kind of things. Because you get obligation to a nation. So you must know most of the thing the way they can do. You must discuss them. And you send out for go deviate, for distract people and etc. So some of this thing is intentional, not distraction. And some of it just they part of in DNA because she comes from a background of actress, and then the other background again, from one level to the other level.
Other presidents that don't married actresses. Other presidents don't married actresses. Can you imagine? For short behavior, nine Mother Biogo take 7 million pound country money for Google make office for her. 7 million.
I remember when Chernobyl pulled that story.
Yes, 7 million.
From the beginning,
that behavior they want that kind of money.
Supposed for them according to the Constitution, and they continue for deny. When they press and pull all kind of evidence, months later, he began for admit, and he admit with a cheek in tongue. It's like, we not expect furniture for dinner. The first lady in office. Whose office or first lady, by the way? And if you want to go furnish the first lady in office, no law inside government finance book we say money for common, then say, okay, come on at the husband in office, then try for cover. And remember, what go to Francis Ben Kaifala if you know.
They don't already give they don't give furniture on a house. Then the state house.
Yeah, not the state house.
You get furniture they already because that's our office. That's our office. Nowhere else.
Yeah.
And then in a team where we get for we Israeli and we get for put two foot down. We don't want no first lady office again. We don't want them.
No, Iman,
it's not in our constitution.
If the office they safe, let it just remain largely ceremonial. I understand why you go with this, and you are absolutely right, because when you go make a ceremonial just on a day, then go begin cut and join, cut and put, and they turn to something else. But let it just remain largely ceremonial. I mean, you're a beautiful first lady, you are outspoken, and you could have used these attributes of yours, this power to communicate, to attract and having a presence in a positive way that will reflect on the nation in a positive sense. You remember here, then First Lady, then First George, where First Lady, the Nigerian First Lady, the moment where they meet, one can begin pull secret na do. Una know almost the Nigerian First Lady they get. Una know now they avoid and serve food. They say, this way. They say, where you yams white now for cover, but you no one cover, they talk. If you remember, the drama is well recorded. I mean, most people can get this in the archives. Imran, last word, please.
But just one for answer, James Kamana. James Kamana, well, wait till me know. I know for saying I wrote in Fuki come out. And
now what if you come out clean one?
Papa na, a mama na Shabro.
Yes.
And I make for understand say a papa na Lebanese. So I cannot deny what you they say, but neither, I cannot. But I go try for do another digging. You go make a go look within because however nef sharp you still get for sharp and back.
Okay.
So I go check on that.
Okay.
But I know for say in mama gbese asabiam. If you a line na sell I did the roadway there IBN Sewa Road. Now it also be the go get water. Mami gbese na be a lovely mommy. Lovely mommy. But they get one dog with the run after we. But hey, now the only place where you go get clean water forget.
Okay, James. Let me just address this quickly because now I actually they read. I see one last caller. They call it. I sure say this person want contribute. Hello, caller. You want contribute?
Yes. Hello.
Yes. Hello. Thanks for the late call, but better late than never. If you can just identify yourself, who's you call from, and then you can go straight ahead to your point, please.
Okay, this number in my talk.
Okay. From where? Okay, well, that's good. Hi, Canada. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yes. I try to contribute to Fatima in mess up thing way and a format.
I like that.
Fatima like complete failure. So we the woman there. When Fatima be misbehave with some of who they talk, then if you say, oh, because you ate this they compare himself. If Fatima we don't come, they don't criticize fear, but if we don't take at least a stepping stone for let go land, not ever do that. But today in the kind of media they say, and if they do so for in wife, it's a shame. And now I want to see more for that in my Fatima because I don't say listen to all this program here. Fatima video they say the parliament members and treat like say in a rally prostitute. When I want to remind and say, why don't I say that? Why don't I go treat her that? When Fatima tell me after the election, when the election process will go on, he said if a man no win, then 50 man can fall around. You as a first lady, you go kidnap out.
That's a good point. No.
It's a disgrace. So if you go say that 50 man and fall like you, when we owe money, we taxpayer money, the whole people in the suffer, in the pay tax, then you man can say, go marry you. But although they don't do, will not be no say marry that. Then they can come back, use the authorities then they. Like it is great. So now make the people in the Twitter, and not Twitter it. This is not just the beginning.
Absolutely.
Because this same blackmail, when farmers don't buy, don't blackmail to the APC there, they don't talk all kinds of things for their fault. The one way they say they when a criminal there, their hands not clean, that may be they use against them. So that the same way you say you can't go on a SLPP now, no, you don't see nakedness one. But let no worry. That one day it will come to pass. When Fatima, the 50 man they go fall like in a salon. By God in power. Meaning the contribution and no more wangi. Anytime Fatima you may just ready say a word where it don't make it. Any way you talk, it will come to pass. With the wait for that day, it will happen. We all will testify. The 50 man they go fall like by God in power.
Oh,
the only thing no more are so disappointed.
Contribution at this very last minute.
Quantity don't for them.
Yes, sir.
Because they say that quantity they will go do.
Quantity don't for them.
Don't for them. Because the woman I go talk dandy. He's selling it after like the quantity.
Yeah, well the wood still there, and all man know say na the quantity there. The boundary is still there. The fence still there around the woods.
Yes, and before I forget, something just kind of remind this lady. I didn't call herself. That is miss also at my view. When at my view they come, they tell salon people and say in the facts for Fatima, waiting in a Electoral, and not good. Me they tell the public say lie it can't for like expose Fatima. Every two way at my view they do so. Now expose her because you listen to the utterance, he say where in get problem. When they tarnish a repetition, nobody in a family member not come out for can't talk, including Fatima Tabio. But in a can for can't talk, I need to go say anything against Fatima. But in a can't talk, say waiting and do to her bad. So now exposure, now it just want for can't show to the public say they're all day against her. Because Fatima and I can expose them for say they sell drugs. And instead they not say they pana, but because it is jealous and bad that's where they pana. It passed down where they force. They enjoy the money. When you know setting up and they pan drugs. That did not make even Sylvia.
Hey, who Sylvia around there? Sabina too?
Sabi waiting.
Sabina too.
Exactly what they do. And you know exactly what they do. Now expose the guys, but then later you don't see where it posts the safest matter in bodyguard them. Now excellent people in the dress where they're well equipped. Now expose for later. There we know how fast matter they misuse the resources waiting at salon. They expose like they can do. Not sure anything where they all people in the say they celebrate and insist on this. All it's fake. All it's fake, but we'll see. It's time they just know.
Wow. Sister Janet, many thanks for this contribution. Massive, major contribution from Canada, and the only contribution on a live phone from all the way Canada. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. All right. Okay, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
worries at all.
Thank
We'll
you,
talk. Take care.
Madam
Bye-bye.
Moy from Canada. God bless.
Okay, she's gone. I just want to go quickly, and that was a massive contribution, by the way, and we will get for dig into that. I think I will consistently get forget Imran because there's so much for talk about. And Fambulen, just for inform now, we don't pass the 160 people mark. You know, we've been target 100. Now we don't go over 160. I believe say people in shape and other people in the beginning for join. But unfortunately, the program is coming to an end. But I want to say thank you. In terms of John Aka, what do you understand? Now Rote Fung na de come out and even in Maryland in the 1960s, become young daddy, they all been there at the time in the 1960s and 70s. They did it. Me self na Rote Fung became me na 55 section na there come on. Yeah. Me mama na then cocker them. I come off from the chieftaincy, from the mama side, the cockers. Okay, so 55 na there come on. So I go really like for know you, James, because you say you grew na Rotifung. Maybe I'm older than you, and then you come later. But this is going back to the 1970s where train been on all the time. We did long day from Dovcourt, then back to Rotifung. But I go really like for know you. Many thanks for your comments. I want to done this show. At about this time, somebody else make a comment. Let us see what in this person say. They will ask Imran for Rob Mott on this. This is Khadija Yani. Any form of leadership is a privilege to serve people, not to abuse. I don't even need to go further because she's made a point, which means
clear.
that yes, it is clear. It's an abusive relationship vis-a-vis the governed and the governors. You know, no respect. Look like what happened. Instead of you come out, you show humility to the people as the mommy. Before that again, now hints now you can pull.
Because now privilege. Now because now from where they desire, now from where they derive them power.
Yes.
You know, power belongs to us.
Yeah.
Now we wanna derive our power from. They say sovereignty belongs to the people, and it's from the people you derive the authority. So if that is the case, you are there to serve us. You are a servant, my friend. Serve us, you know, within your legal duties and responsibilities. Because when you come out, you give what you call what you they can do. When you don't tell me what you they can do, you sell until we agree. We vote for you. That means to say we don't agree for that you represent we, and you get some benefits. And the benefit is huge. It's humongous.
And the
so
sister,
it is mandatory that you perform.
Yes.
But you cannot perform. So you're just boring. You know, you are just a burden on the people. With all the money where they pay una, all the fly where they fly. If they clap in hand go, if they clap in hand back where they carry an empty hand.
Or go clean the image of the country.
Now the image self-dirty, we get elections. First time at the world, any country get elections. Now all man on the world say Salon people and also beacons. We get elections and we don't get results.
And that also tell you, because earlier on this program, somebody, I think now Sister Rose, I'm not gonna forget her name because in the commentary we make happen for be one of the few four which we highly encourage, which is Bodimana, chair of the Echoas. But let you see no more juxtapose the position of chair of the Echoas and remember waiting happened on June 24, 2023, where the whole world questioned the controversiality of an election that was held, where in your own chairman of INEC, waiting even a read in not tally with waiting even day before him, be just the read numbers just for pronounce the people. I don't want to go back into the history, but I just the mind fumble them where you talk about the fountain of honor. You know what in honor deserve, who say honor come out, the mutuality, respect, you know, and humility, love for you people, and just like within this sister Khadija Yani say, same respect is earned. Yeah, go on, sir.
Echoas gets chair. Yes, we know that. But so is them Poyobafa. Poyobafa then get chairman too.
Oh, stop that, Imran.
Kukibafa get chairwoman too.
Yeah,
so please, just leave it like that.
Yeah, Gali Dabi, the tribe member, we was the deputy minister of internal affairs, and J-Man also remind me of the name Jamiru Solomon.
Solomon Jamiru.
And thank you guys many for that.
I love the man. I know one day meet him, I know one day sabi him, but I am proud to call him my brother.
The platform. So for the Mustafa Toure as well, try for bring we come up to speed. Bangali, of course, still on the same thing, the full name Solomon Jamiru. And so is G Baby, who made a massive contribution to this program here tonight. I'm quite impressed. I think my first time, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Please come Rose, again.
Yeah, come again next time, Sister G Baby. And please share this program. It's over 170 now watching, but we get few more minutes for go. Sister Rose.
Now I'm going to this platform once a week. So I'm going to see me.
You get to do it once a week here because there's so much for talk about and time is catching up with us. Yeah. Sister Rose said pull down syndrome is the main disease in our country, which could be true, but it depends in the context in which you use them. Because remember, now the same Sister Rose now in Siam as an offense. Of course, the kind of language that was used, you know, towards the first lady, where most people no go appreciate or approve of. But when you look at your own conduct, then you get for be open. You get for keep an open mind. Meaning they say anybody should insult her. No, we don't entertain profanity. You know, I make Mr. Imran himself said, it's a disclaimer, but had to use some strong language then where a lot of people I believe go agree with, and he justified that why. So, Gambina way. Fatima called ministers dogs, and none of them resign.
I love this.
Lovely.
This is classic.
This is classic.
They don't get principle. They don't get values. They don't get moral stand. You know.
Imran, just for tell you, say people and they take notes. People are aware.
People,
Everything gets time. Okay, so we get B. Leon. I knew Bongo J when he was a young man. He's a principled young man. I think Bongo J na Jamiruna. I think maybe okay.
But he's a decent man.
Young man, and he's exceptional. He stood for what he believed in. He resigned because he does not come new comments or something. Yeah, I think
he resigned because he does not compromise his integrity. We are ready to support him if he wishes to. Of course, my brother, I agree with you, and I pray for him. Because these are the kind of people, now the caliber of people in this whole needing with politics. I don't care whose party ide. Whether ide na Mamboma party, I go vote for him. Whether ide na Jereun party, I go vote for him. Ide na Messima party, I go vote for him. The fact is, we need people with class.
Imran, we get another caller quickly. Let's take this call before we wrap up. Imran?
Yes.
We got another caller. Let's take this call quickly. Yeah, caller, I believe say you want to contribute to the program, do you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If you can just identify yourself, who you call from, and fire away, please.
Yeah, this is Banali Mazari calling from Tottenham. Sorry, I'm doing the program very late, and it's a very, very good program, and they will continue. The entire thing is a leadership that would lack our country. Across all political parties. Without leadership, they don't see how it happen when they ever see them. Would lack leadership from top to bottom. And the reason why they could lack the leadership, people are not get contempt mind. Nobody in the whole country, all the politicians, all of them, they don't get contempt mind. They don't let the people in. We elect the people, they fight for them. It is power for them. It be loyal. It look at them and cherish them and do things the way it left legacy. But none of the politicians don't care for legacy.
Yeah.
And when things don't happen, so it just begin happen. The audio, I be make them, I tell people and say, when it happen at Parliament that day on the opening ceremony, not today it begin from the elections the way they get. Now they go down the other. From the elections then. Now move down the other. And then they never continue from move up to the convention, the national convention. And that is where there is leadership. Whether you get SFP or not SFP, you have to speak about these things. Publicly, condemn these things and speak about them so they're not to continue. But for the fact that we don't speak, even cross parties, they don't talk about that. So maybe they just get the same thing with the one that a political party then.
Yeah.
Which is unacceptable to our people, our suffering people, the people that don't kill. So we're not happy for make we see even people in the common those say one can be flag bearer for so party and subsequently a president where you don't condemn them in there with it.
Exactly.
From here, they have to start.
Absolutely in agreement. You're spot on, brother.
But we know the see that one from 2018. We know the see people and when they talk, come on and public and talk. And even tell people and say, you know what, I get a constituency. I get people who say, come on, hometown. If it happens, and next time you hometown, I go there with him after they will put placard and demonstrate. Then continue there with you. Why do they put in the data down in state? The old placard. Even then, they make it go across. And I'm not even for you 50.
Yeah.
It's a lack of leadership.
Yeah.
It's terrible, unacceptable for people who suffering people, and then they entertain themselves financially. And this leads me to the conclusion, say, waiting that in talk, say, this 10-year business, you look like they don't marry to. And if anybody says, to get a flag there like them, they could even condemn them when they say, if we come, I will denounce them, say there is no 10-year, the people and voters to be respected. There is no 10-year. People that will begin to come and take out the weight of that presidency. It gets too much weight. We will reduce that. We will undress the president. No, for undress that, for making not get too much power.
Yeah.
Get the power to the people. Evolution of power. Don't go back to keep them.
Okay.
But they bring all the people there and put them in parliament and corrupt them.
I mean, I think everybody they absorb the points where they make, including me, the host, and the guest as well. Only for the issue of time, we because we try for wrap up. But we want to say thank you so much for the call. It makes absolute sense, and I hope maybe we'll go find a way for cut this particular section because it makes so much sense. Thank you so much.
No problem.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Yeah, the brother so right. Every miliju brain, miliju agidi one kana we kitchen, one kana we bowl. You know, some of the people them way one for be flag bearer. Honestly, now an insult to the people.
Imran, I'll not cut you off. I'm gonna ask you that we do a special program on that because
of course.
I think there's a resonation of opinion on that particular thing, the kind people them and why they want to be, and they're not speaking up now. Suddenly they're just cheaping the entire regarding the fountain of honor. Yeah, we'll go get for talk about
the pedigree of people and when they come forward. You know, look at the other one we can AYV. You know, if it's a big count, you say you born 1980. There's almost here you only say 48. You know, it's a big count, boy. You want to be president? Embo, some of these guys, if I get a poultry. Man we get a poultry of 5 chicken. I cannot ask any of them people and they will want for be flag bearer for babysit them for lending for me because they forget them go chief them.
Imran, we get very few minutes for wrap up the program because I want to put them at 2-hour exam because a lot of other people can get for watch later and when it's longer, you know, it can hard for them to watch the whole thing. So your sister Rose, you know, I want to go through the last few comments. After Biona Bio, which was expressed in Parliament as it happened in 2017 under Anna. So Sister Rose continued for sure that she's well in support of the SLPP stroke power. That's why Usai come up from the first comment. But let me say as it happened in Parliament according to you in 2017. So if it was wrong then, does that mean that it has to be repeated in 2025? Or 2028? Is that what you're talking about, Sister Rose?
The vicious circle for go on.
Yes, exactly. You see why we're not able to move forward? Anyway, Fatima Yanks bleeding. This na Gambia and then they talk to us so now. Yanks bleeding. I wonder what's in her name. Stephen Yale, long time. It's good to see that they contribute again. SLPP have cleverly distracted the opposition and they are all focused and forgetting that their election was very peaceful. The election was very peaceful. Okay, that's Stephen Yale. Let's take that and move on to George Orwell. According to Dr. Babi's book, Fatima was born in Guinea, and her mother brought her to Sierra Leone when she was 3 years old. But anyway, thank you very much for that, George Orwell. But we get in tape now, where INSEF say she was brought from the Gambia when she was 3 years old. In any case, the common denominator now is 3 years.
Born outside Sierra Leone.
Outside, yes, sir. Correct. Very much so, sir.
She's still a foreigner.
Yeah, she's still a foreigner. Yeah, and we get Dr. Lamin Denke. Prof, it's pertinent to pay attention on the lies in the president's speech rather than Koko Roas. Oh yeah, of course, we will dissect the president's speech on another day. Today, this particular program is dedicated to the other destructive element of the First Lady, which is important for us to identify anyway. Yeah, because what difference does it make? What is the opposition doing to condemn?
But this is what I said. The president is as good. The president is as good as the president. They pick themselves. Na Koko and Peter.
Stephen Yale, na we dey, and the man say Echoas they can't remove BO. Okay, but Stephen Yale, na all talk, and let's move forward. Francis Rogers, if you want to be called a mother, behave as one. Wow, another great contribution.
You know,
and this is the point.
You get it. You don't begin to see the people and we get political party addictions.
Yeah,
and obsession. They are not moving. And they're not going to move. Because I am telling you, before we go, Pastor Simara be your left hand and not go for third time. Because what they are saying now, if Anes Kroma be one for go for third time, which he wanted to, na chance and no game, they are ready to give him the chance to do it. Because
exactly. Nothing. So, and two wrongs cannot make right. So,
and what's funny, for Lewis Sierra Leoneans, they even encourage that Monday. Man will get shot a small majority. Majority. You're not supposed to change the constitution. You're not supposed to touch the constitution. You not get the authority. It doesn't have it. And especially when you get a questionable elections where they say emerged with statistical inconsistencies. You know, everybody condemn the elections, say the elections not worth the paper where they write them on. Well, they not get paper because they not show we paper. We take exam, we don't get results.
Imran, the problem with that is and we should realize this by now, is I agree with you, not supposed to allow, but you see, it's a different take. We've entered a full phase of dictatorship. It's a dictatorship that we are in. President said, just read the result, left the rest with me. Coerce the Chief Justice, swear me in, what have you, threaten the international community, U.S. ambassador, you want for intervene power with sovereignty and what have you. Just because you say, "La, not publish results," I say, no, then you interfere with this and what have you, that's it. And then you bully other people, then you go to party headquarters, the opposition party headquarters, you open fire with your goons and what have you. That's undemocratic, that's dictatorial. And this is the phase that we've entered in. That's the problem.
You also know what's inside?
Go ahead, sir.
Where everybody, they use the American embassy as the yardstick in authenticating Madabio a presidency. Say people are not going to court. But what people in the field for realize, going to court and for proof validity, giving the result, now for do a constitutional prescription, we see the election should be recorded and published in the Gazette. So every citizen of the country go get access to the information. But you can only prove validity if the result is provided. This is why they don't want to bring it out.
So the question to you, I've spoken on this a lot of times, Imran, but just quick one, and I'm not going to belabor on this. In terms of what you just say, which is correct, but once that election result is not produced, what happens then? Especially in this case. So what happens?
All what people are asking for is not validation. They want to see the result.
I agree. They've refused to produce the result as by law, as by requirement of law. So then what needs to happen? What is supposed to happen? That's the question. Yes, that's what people are asking for.
That is what we have done. That's one of the reasons why we have gone to the Echoas court.
Okay.
The very Echoas court way in a chairman. Because you see, things like this now a bad precedent. We not for allow them. Because if we allow them, then we make them okay. Other person can do them. You have seen a girl talk just now. He said because then talk for say what's in he said just now na after me na me. So if I scroll do them, then say after me na me. So what they try for say is we get for make a vicious circle. We keep doing the same wrong things over and over again. And some of them are ready for it, and that's what they're used to. And we have to change that pattern of behavior. It is not good for us.
So we will get for left this for another day, because whilst I absolutely agree with you, and you say that's why, because they ask, this is what the people are demanding, and they are right to demand that. That's their right.
Yes.
So waiting then supposed to happen, you say that's why we went to Echoas court.
Yes.
So then you see you've gone to a court because you expect, something, for happen. So with a wish and pray that Echoas rule on it, and it has an effect in which a demand will be made to produce the results. In the meantime, the man is now the chair of the exact community of heads of state, in the West African region, I think 15 or so of them, is now the chair. Imagine that. So anyway,
the good thing now, Echoas is going to be put to test. Because all man they talk for say they're useless. So now we go know if they're really useless or they have
that's very serious, and I'm not downplaying it. When they get more serious issue, as 3 of their members, including the 4th one where also they threaten, have left. They've left the community, and they try to bring them back. So priority-wise, that's where they are, including the current chairman. That's what allegedly says working towards, which is important because the community has been fractured because 3 members have left because they have no trust and faith in the community of
today, a Burkina Faso citizen where Ghana, Ivory Coast, they're all saying a spy. One thing lead to another. The man die in detention. Then bring his body can today, a very young man. And Burkina Faso are very, very angry. Then give him a state funeral today. Then very, 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 very unhappy about it. And you know, we are we are not in a good place. We are not in a good place.
We are not. We are not, sir. Stephen Yale, when will you be inviting Warite, aka Electoral Justice spokesman? Well, when a necessity arises, the platform is open to everybody, including yourself. Once you get something sane for say, and you're not being provocative, you talk about substance, something real about your nation. Because I know you exactly when you talk something serious and when you are unserious, because you are a party supporter. And by virtue of what Imran opened the show with, that's exactly where your allegiance lie, because probably grandpa or grandma was X, so you continue to be X, not on the basis of principle.
So yeah. A willing foresee SLPP kill the whole Sierra Leone. Once now SLPP they do the killing, you know.
Well, of course, it's an ardent. It's been a follower.
And
of this
when
platform.
APC self come, they kill the SLPP them. APC they not go mind. But some of us, we don't move away from that kind of mentality, that kind of behavior. I don't care who you are. If it is wrong, it is wrong. Wrong is wrong. And at that place that we all need to be. You know, when we all go team up, we defend what is right. Not to Uda we lack or Uda we benefit from, but rather we get the knack for fight and defend for what is right. When we do that, it will benefit we all.
Which you are absolutely right about. And the man will make that contribution there. Of course, he's been following this platform for years. He's outright SLPP power supporter. From the very beginning, he was very extreme and harsh to the platform, but will always watch the platform and contribute. And the contributions are still on record. And then gradually he changed. He made it not for the better per se, but he made light out of the contribution, and some of it became more serious, more statesman-like, other than the usual teasers. Sister Rose again say, what did she say here? Dogs is an expression used by mothers as bastard dog, or by angry women who describe promiscuous men as dogs. I don't know what Sister Rose they try for say I have an idea, but I'm not going to attempt it.
Well, we could just say it describe in your home. Now your home they talk about, because we don't know any home where mothers they call them picking and that name there.
Okay. Gali Dowd, we have to bring Imran to analyze the flag bearers in terms of how they have fought for the nation and what they will be doing to building the nation. Yes, I promise you that we will do that. He just made a promise live on air that we will try to do this every week, every 1 week, every other week, there will be a subject matter of significance. This is just one.
And how will they respond if we get for increase and we'll increase it, because we
absolutely.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, we'll get Sister Rose. Hands Off Our Girls program created most of Fatima's enemies, especially our big fool and foolish men. I don't, probably, but largely, no, I don't think so, Sister Rose. I mean, Sister Rose, you seem to be a blind supporter. I must, begin to take my, my glasses off now, and put on my gloves. Hands Off Our Girls was a milking program in which the First Lady made tons of money, in which funds were directed to our account at Central Bank and etc.
And you not perform.
Yeah, we've got the receipts. And by then, because it appeared to have been a genuine program and a national program that had an appeal, because yes, men were abusing girls, it had an international appeal. And because of her position, she was able to canvass and make the case across the board internationally. And the international community responded, and loads of money was coming. It was the same thing with the ACC boss, Francis Ben Kaifala. But then the international community realized years later that no, this was all a political gimmick machination that was being played by these people. Remember, Francis Ben Kaifala used to be the poster boy. Oh, anti-corruption. Oh, this, that. And he's very boisterous and showboating, young man.
The blue-eyed boy.
Yeah, the blue-eyed boy of the
Renaissance.
Where is he now? Because they've realized that it was a political tool that was being used to put down enemies. It's clear as day. And he said he was working to make sure that the president is re-elected. Imagine the ACC boss, even though it was the man that appointed him. The same is with the First Lady. All those monies went into her account. All the monies that were generated and raised, even in Freetown itself, those banks, those institutions that contributed. Look, Sister Rose, when you come to this platform, make sure you are prepared, because we will fact check you on almost everything that you say, and we've got the receipts. Thank you very much for your comments. Gali Dowd. Yeah, go on, Imran.
And all the same, she's still our sister. We love you so much.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Please come back again. Please
we're
share
not a frown
platform.
on anybody. We will tell you the truth with love.
Yeah, Gali Dowd say also we can look at the lack of leadership of all the politicians in the country for not standing up for the people. So Bengali is way ahead in terms of the program we want for let we hold for analyze the leadership. Yeah, Bengali, we feel
Dauda,
you.
thank you.
Yes,
thank you, Mr. Dauda. These are the people and way I love. People and way they think for but we country. People and way get foresight, where they look ahead, where one we country change for the better. Because how long we go depend this?
And just a quick one,
they grow up, they grow up, we get 12 districts. Now we get 18. By the time we'll get 30 by 2050. Then just it's shameful. And I think we should revert back to the 12 original districts.
Absolutely.
We don't need other districts now. We don't.
And that Bengali just say, and like I say, I've been supposed to do a program. If you look at the WhatsApp, the YouTube page, you will see that it been on pre-planned already for the 31st is the day of July as upcoming. But for some reason I keep for the postponement. But this is exactly what in Bengali they say. They are currently doing constitutional reform. What are the flag bearers doing about this and that of the PR system? And this goes back to the heart of redistricting. And just for bring this come back to you, Imran, for a quick thought. This particular year, constitutionally now supposed to get census. It's 10 years, an election they come, in 3 years' time or 2.5 years' time. But waiting me they begin for understand, and I think I would like for you look into it. So when we meet and have the program, we can discuss that at length. Instead of the census, then they try for find a way for cancel the census because the PR system is more favorable. They used it the last time, but there are conditions under which the PR can be used. Constitutionally, we don't have any such situation, even though the president can invoke that, but on which basis? But he needs to be challenged. And I think in that Bengali they ask. So they will go for that because it will work well for them. And they are trying to redistrict again, forget another district in a own, and it disadvantage certain area then, because when you cut boundary, it comes with disadvantages and advantages. But we'll talk about that,
And one other thing where I noticed, they want to make the examination easier. And that is not the problem. The problem is they not be follow the prescribed rules when we did it. They were supposed to get 55%. That was the threshold. Now at the reading the talk say if it be 50 plus 1, then you will be the winner. Then we will be the winner.
Because he asked for let people and get the 55%. And they know that. And because one form coalition, with other alpha.
That's why they want to make the examination easier. But that is not the problem. The problem is we get for land for follow the rules. So how do we know if they make it easier, they will still follow the rules? It's baloney. It's total nonsense.
No, they just make them easier for them. They won't.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Follow the rules, but then the 5%, 55% is more difficult because you get for lie boku for constitute that number, that figure day. But
man,
with the
man, even that 50%, they don't get them.
Even
that 50%, they're not going to get them.
Imran,
but the thing is, this is an issue of people and values. What you would talk about tonight? The last time, they not used it, they not follow the prescribed rules. You know what say elections na a process. You get stipulated rules that we get for follow. Then they manipulate them, they already manipulate them. And even this, when they talk about so now part of the manipulation. The fact is, the real fact what we talk about here is these people, they don't respect rules, they don't follow rules. All waiting and they talk about so now for make them try for divert people their attention. Say no, make the exam easier. But you go sit O level, you fail. Then you come out now say, and because it's difficult, then they make it easier. Go study, my friend.
Anyway, Imran, it's been a beautiful show. Can you wrap up the show for 2 minutes, please?
All right. Famulem, It's not going to be a long one because we don't already stay too long. We love una so much. Irregardless the attitude where you bring Kanaya, we still love you because you're one of us. Because the way God make the world, He give we all different personalities. He make we all of different persuasions and different orientation. Some people are fat, some people are slim, some people are fair, some people are dark. So if we talk for saying only one orientation, no more we allow Naya. No, we can forget the rude and as well as the polite. We can forget the nice and the not nice. We can forget the handsome and the ugly. We are a nation. Exactly. We are a nation of this and that. So no matter which persuasion, please come. We love una all. We need for know all these views because we are building a nation. Not to a house with a bill. Now a nation. And in a nation, you get all kinds of jati. So make all the jati come. We go, and the more we una come, the more we go make an interesting, and the more we go increase the program. We love una so much, and we say tata.
Yeah, many thanks for that. And Imran, if you look at the screen, and Albert Fuji just make a contribution, which I think is meant to be taken note of. And I think I believe say you're interested in because we don't talk about before. We young age now, it implies we'll be in a good school, we'll learn civic education. So therefore, the sense we'll get, we nowadays speaking them honestly, they not get them because they not teach them civic education, for love country, like thyself, but country first. Yeah. So they ask whether we can do some historic lessons. And I sure you agree. I make an ask for let you take a look. So family, there's a lot here taking tonight. Yeah, taking tonight. I'm not able to show all the comments. We appreciate all of our comments, but every good thing has to come to an end. But before we end up,
look at you, Francis Rogers.
What is it? I want my child. If he does not stop lying, we grow up to be a presidential.
Oroji. I love you, man.
We can feel classical, your contribution to the platform tonight.
It ends with humor. I love it.
Wow, Francis. This is brilliant. But until we say first lady nearly left nothing for nobody, we promise say we go show the clip. Since the last one we do now.
If you say 10 things, then 9.5 and a lie. And so is the husband.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
To Sierra Leone, Liberia, Angola. So it goes round. Sierra Leone for us in our own time was our home. We went to Sierra Leone, and my mom, myself, and my immediate family, and my dad, we went to Sierra Leone because he was working.
Okay. Let's see whether we can get Survivor one more time. You've been interfere with another thing we'll be play day. But yeah. Is it this
now
one?
That you're out of my life, I'm so much better. You thought that I'd be weak without you, but
the picture not there. The picture not there.
Yeah, the picture there. I don't know why I didn't show.
Without you, I laugh harder.
I like you moving out again. See what happens.
The picture not there.
Yeah, I really want for this.
These are the wife of a president.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry we weren't able to show the picture. Maybe. In the next program, we will try hard for sure, make sure say the picture show. Yeah. But I want to say thank you to una all. I mean, the contributions still continue for come. We passed over 170. It don't reduce now to 110. And I go ask for Leona continue for leave because the show has effectively come to an end. I want to thank Imran as usual. Just like I will put on the flyer, he never disappoints. He never fails to deliver. He's delivered once more. And I'm sure say he's a fan favorite. Thank you so much, Imran. And
thank
God
you
willing,
thank you
to
thank you to then and now.
Yeah, no worries at all,
platform. Sir. I love this platform.
Yeah. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you too.
Yeah, we'll catch up again soon.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let's end the stream.